Kia ora, talofa lava. Hi there, my name's Todd, and I'll be taking you through a journaling exercise. Today, we're going to look at a journaling technique where you map a daily task, be it a walk, a run, or even cleaning the house, by drawing pictures and writing about it. Before we begin, Yarra City Council acknowledges the Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung people as the traditional owners and true sovereigns of the land now known as Yarra. We also acknowledge the significant contributions made by other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to life in Yarra. We pay our respects to elders from all nations and to their elders past, present, and future. Before we get started, there are a few things you might want to consider. Let's call this a guide. Number one, how long do you want to write and doodle for? Is it 5 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? 15 minutes? If you're new to journaling, you can start with a short time limit and go from there, whatever works for you. Number two, have fun. Journaling is the act of writing about yourself for yourself. Number three, don't judge the quality of your drawing or your writing. This is a process of finding what you want to say and is something you can do at your own pace. Number four, focus on something you did in your day. Did you take a walk? Did you run? Did you wash the dishes? Did you clean the house? Focus on something where you went from point A to point B. I've chosen to take a walk. Whatever task or journey you decide to undertake, ask yourself the following questions while you do it. What am I thinking about? How do I feel? What do I see? What do I hear? What do I smell? And what do I touch? You don't necessarily have to ask yourself these questions while you're doing what you're doing. They are just there to get you in the mood for the journaling to come. Okay, I'm home from my walk and ready to journal. Now, let's talk equipment. First, you'll need something to write and draw on, like a notebook. Next, you'll want something to write and draw with. I'll be using a pen and markers like this one because I like to work in multiple colors. But of course, you can choose whatever equipment works for you. Okay, now I'm good to go. So let's get into it. I start by drawing the route I took. Now, I like to draw mine freestyle, but you can totally refer to a map if you want to go for that sweet cartography vibe. Now, I whack on a label for the entry. This time, I'll just go with the year. After that, I label the main stops or areas I passed through to remind me where I've been. As I'm doing this, I think of the answers to the questions I asked while I was walking and put them down on the page using words to describe them or pictures to represent them. Okay, so my route is down on the page. So what did I hear, see, smell, feel, and think about? Well, first up, I saw a kid standing on a dirt pile in their yard. They yelled, "I'm the king!" which I thought was marvelous, and with no one to dispute their claim, absolutely true. Given the kids' confidence, they're probably king of all dirt piles everywhere. What did I smell on my walk? Well, nothing much really, just the back of my face mask. Yum. Later, I walked across a patch of grass and heard it make a strange sound under my shoes. It was part swish, part crunch. I've taken more notice of sounds while I've been in lockdown. in particular new ones. Probably because I hear the same sounds over and over, spending so much time at home these days. So, why journal in this way? Sometimes writing can be difficult. You might stumble over words, or you might find it difficult to write sentences in the way you want to. You might not want to use words to describe things like feelings because you're not ready to label them. You might not be able to find the right words to represent something, or you might just want to inject some variety into your journaling. Pictures can communicate like words do, and sometimes they can do so more effectively. I find that journaling this way not only gives me a record of what my thoughts, feelings, and experiences are on a certain day, it also attaches those things to a certain place in time. I like remembering where I was at a particular time in my life, as well as remembering what experiences I had. It's kind of like a photo album. Looking back at yourself, be it from 5 years, 10 years, or even one day in the future, is a nice way to acknowledge where you've been and what you've done, and also to see how far you've come. Around this point, I began thinking a lot about the traveling I've done and how I miss being able to see new places while I've been in lockdown. I stood on a hill during my walk. From it, I could see the Melbourne skyline, which I hadn't actually seen from this view before. It reminded me of when I first saw the skyscrapers of London from Hampstead Heath. Yes, I miss traveling, but I'm not sad. I'm good with where I am right now, but it's always nice to be reminded that the mind can travel when the body can't. On my way home, I saw an old chair on a nature strip, and because I had traveling on my mind, I remembered looking at a similar chair at Kolkata Airport years ago. On this chair, a bunch of locals sat, waiting for their flight. We got to talking about how I was backpacking around the world, and they sang me a song in front of everyone else in the departure lounge to wish me well. I thought about how random and surprising an experience traveling can be, especially when one does it alone. Cue warm and fuzzy feelings. Speaking of warm and fuzzy, I cuddled my cat when I returned. Cats are always good to come home to, aren't they? Always warm, always fuzzy. I love my cat. I really, really do. And there we are, all done. So, what if you don't know what to draw or write? Just draw anything. Just write anything. You don't have to look at everything, smell everything, listen to everything, or feel all the feelings in the world while you're out walking, washing the dishes, or cleaning the house. Just record whatever you want and see where it takes you. If you walked around in a circle in your room for half an hour today, that's cool. Start with a circle. If you don't end up liking what you've drawn or written on any day, remember, there's always the day after. Keep an eye out for other videos in our Journaling 101 series covering free writing and keeping a dream journal. If you try this exercise, let us know how you found it. Be sure to check out Creative Bug through the Yarra Libraries website. Creative Bug is full of all kinds of creative ideas and exercises, including journaling. Ia manuia, be well, and happy journaling.